Hello, Waters Landing, and welcome to your real estate market report for July 2025. I'm Jed Williams with Hagan Realty. If you're living or looking in Waters Landing, there is no better place to keep up with what's going down in real estate than right here. This month, we had updates on 19 different properties, including 5 coming soon, 4 new listings, 4 price changes, 4 contracts, 1 failed contract, and 4 closings. That's a lot of fours. And that's a busy month. So I'm going to talk fast, try and keep up, and let's get moving. We'll start off with 20501 Alderleaf Terrace. This is a 3-bedroom, 2 full and 2 half bath, 1,700 square foot single family home. It popped up as coming soon on the 27th and will be listing on August 7th for $600,000. Next, 2553 Andike Way is a 4-bedroom, 2 and a half bath, 2,700 square foot colonial that listed back in May for $749,990, dropped its price in June to $729, and went under contract on July 4th. How's that for fireworks? We'll see what they got when they close next month. 13420 Bidford Court is a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath, 1,100 square foot single family home. It listed in June for $525,000 and dropped to $515,000 on July 15th. They were still active after 42 days on market at month end. 13305 Cloverdale Place is a 3-bedroom, 2 full and 2 half bath, 1,300 square foot single family that listed for $624,900 on July 11th. They were still at that price at month end after 21 days on market. 13305 Demetrius Way is a 3-bedroom, 2 and a half bath, back-to-back townhome that popped up as coming soon on July 10th and is set to go active at the end of August for $389,000. So, coming not so soon. But already here is 13513 Demetrius Way, a 3-bedroom, 1 and a half bath, back-to-back townhome that listed for $299,900 back in June and went under contract on July 16th after 31 days on market. A few doors down, 13533 Demetrius Way, 3-bedroom, 2 and a half bath, back-to-back townhome that listed for $350,000 back in June and went under contract on July 17th after 21 days on market. 19804 Laurentia Drive is one of the larger back-to-backs at 1,600 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 2 and a half baths. They hit the market on the 17th for $399,900 and ended the month still active at that same price. 19809 Laurentia Drive is the same model as 19804. They just didn't like all those 9s in the price. So when they popped up as coming soon, back in early June, they priced it $400K even. They're set to go on the market at the end of August. Beginning of June, end of August. We really need a new status in real estate. Coming eventually. 14321 Long Channel Drive is a 3-bedroom, 2 full and 2 half bath townhome at 1,440 square feet. They listed and went under contract back in June. They closed on July 24th for $499,000, their full asking price. A couple doors down, 14329 Long Channel Drive, a 3-bedroom, 3 and a half bath, 1,500 square foot townhome that listed for $520,000 back in June. They went under contract on July 3rd, but that contract failed on the 9th and they went back on the market. They pulled it off the market on the 25th, but just kidding, they came back on the market 5 days later with a new price of $515,000. 2528 near Winder Street, this is a 5-bedroom, 3 full bath, 1,900 square foot colonial that went active for $575,000 on July 16th and ended the month that way after 16 days on market. Back to the towns at Water's Edge, 20,003 Placid Lake Terrace is a 3-bedroom, 2 full and 2 half bath, 1,600 square foot townhome that listed in June for $499,900. They dropped their price by $35,000 to $465,000 on July 29th after 34 days on market. 20,045 Placid Lake Terrace is a 3-bedroom, 3 and a half bath, 1,500 square foot town. It listed on July 10th for $530,000 and dropped its price 20 days later to $515,000. Next up, 2521 Staffordshire Drive, a 3-bedroom, 3 and a half bath, 1,360 square foot townhome that listed and went under contract in June after 18 days on market. They closed on July 18th for $450,000, $1 over their asking price. Don't spend it all in one place. And right next door, 2523 Staffordshire Drive is a 3-bed, 3.5-bath, 1,320 square foot townhome that also listed in June for the same $449,999. But when they closed on July 4th, not exactly sure how that happened because that's a holiday, but maybe that's why they got $5,000 less than their asking price. That dollar next door is looking pretty good now, hey. 24 Whitechurch Court is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath back-to-back that listed and went under contract in June on its 5th day on market. It closed on July 15th for its full asking price, $375,000. Around the corner to 13213 Whitechurch Circle, a 2-bedroom, 1.5-bath back-to-back popped up as coming soon on July 23rd and will be active before this video gets published. They're asking $365,000. And bringing it home, number 19 and our last update for July, 13339 Whitechurch Circle. Same 2 bedrooms, same 1.5 bathrooms, same design, and the same schedule too. Coming soon on July 23rd and active at the beginning of August. Would think that's a glitch in the matrix, but this one has a different price, $375,000. Good. That was a little scary for a moment. Taking a step back out to look at the rest of Germantown, July saw a continuation of the slowing I've been talking about for several months now. There were 103 new listings in July. Now that's down 16% from last month, which is good, but it's still 23% more than last year, which is less good. Supply was up, but contracts were down. The 66 new contracts signed in July were 22% fewer than in June, and down 14% compared to last year. Time on market more than doubled, with the median home taking 21 days to go under contract, and the average is now at 45 days. Prices are still positive, but only just. This month saw a 0.9% annual rate of increase. That's down from 1.3% last month, 2% in May, 2.9% in April, and 3.6% in March. Now, if this trend continues, we'll be seeing prices flatline by September. Of particular note was the listing failure rate, which climbed to 28.1%. Now, this isn't a number many realtors talk about, but it's a very important one, as it says how many home sellers tried to sell their homes, but couldn't. On a more positive note, the average 30-year fixed-rate loan was down from last month, although only slightly, to end the month at 6.63%. Be sure to check back next month for another Waters Landing market report, or if you'd prefer more timely updates, including all of the listing photos for each property, register at the link in the description, and we'll set you up with a free automatic email anytime a Waters Landing property hits the market, has a price change, goes under contract, or closes. And remember, if you or one of your friends or neighbors are looking to buy or sell, give me and my team a call. I'm Jed Williams with Hagan Realty, and Waters Landing, you'll be moved.